topic it is Mughal military campaigns we are going to see, and we have seen in the that table in that how they was made military campaign and where they made like that things we have seen already, and Babur him being in the time of 1526 to 1530. Then sorry, that already we discussed here. The table 1 and charts some of the major campaigns of the Mughals, and that we have seen already. And for examples, Afghans, how they are coming and fighting with them, or how from them how they got the authority, like that things. Then relationship between the Mughals and the Ahams, that we will study in 7th lesson very clearly. Then Sikhs, how the Sikh people, how they are coming and conducting with they are coming and surrendering themselves with Mughal kings, that we are going to study in chapter 10. Then Mewar and Mewar, that we will see in chapter 9. Means this table what we studied in last table 1, that is many chapters we will study, means in many chapters we are going to discuss the same points. Means how they the one by one kings, how they are supporting this what we can say Mughal kings, or how they fight with them, or how they went and joined with Mughal kings, that we will see in different lessons. And how was the Humayun's relation with Safa with Iran, that from the Akbar time, how he was helping or how he was fighting against him, that also we have seen in the that part. So we are moving to the next part of the lesson, that is Mughal tradition of succession, how they was getting the power next to next generation. We already said like that normally in India, in Indian kings, what they done, first son was the ruler. Normally it was the custom of India. Now also we can see if the fathers was like the village head and other things, not the elected panchayat president and other but even in politics we can see the major many parents, they are selecting their children as their successor. So in what was the condition in Mughal succession, that we are going to see. Mughals never believed that the rule of primogeniture, means the child, first child should rule, or the last child, like that one they was not believing on that. Instead of that, where the eldest son inherits the father estate, that was the natural or Indian tradition. That's why we was we want the means first child will get the power in their hand just after his father. Then instead of that, they followed Mughals and Mughal and Tiramud custom of conspiracy, means they won't they will divide the inheritance amongst the sons. If there is 5 sons, they will give each provinces to that, means they will make country into 5 provinces and will give to each and every one. And if anyone is more powerful, they will get the power afterwards. And follow the highlighted passages in table 1 and not the evidence of the rebellion of the Mughal princess. That's why we have seen after Akbar they was fighting, after Jahangir they was fighting. We can see each and every fathers they face that problem. Then Mughals relation with other rulers, how they was having the relation, already we have seen that one in that table, and we can see one by one. We will notice that Mughal rulers campaigned constantly against the rulers who refused to accept their authority. If they themselves coming and surrendering themselves, then the Mughal kings was very happy. If they are not doing like that, they continuously they will fight with them. But the Mughal become powerful, many other rulers also joined them voluntarily. When that is quite natural. If one, even we can, if you are thinking about the political parties also, we can see that when one party is becoming more powerful, other small parties they will come and join with them. The same thing happened Mughal. When they become more powerful, other people all came and joined voluntarily. We can see part of Rajput or like Sikhs, like that. Some of the family they joined with the relation of marriage. They are giving their daughter to marry to the Mughal kings and receiving that different position, high position, governor's position, like that, and starting a good relation with Mughal kings. Then the Sisodia of Rajput of Mewar refused to accept Mughals' authority for a long time. So once they defeated, however, were honorably treated by the Mughals. Means we have seen that one, those who are coming and voluntarily join with the Mughals, they will treat them very nicely and they will get good position, and those who are resisting that one, they will fight with them. And Mughals given their land Watan back to the assignment. Watan means they will the Rajputs, those who fight against the Mughals, then after defeating them, they given that land in their hands itself, and collected revenue from them. They careful balance between the defeating but not humiliating their opponents. That was the one of the speciality of Mughals. They will defeat but they won't humiliate them. And opponent enabled the Mughals to extend their influence over many other kings also, because there was even though they are fighting, when if the people kings, that new king is not ready to accept his ruling, he will fight. After fighting, after defeating them, they will give a good power position to them, and they will collect revenue from them, and never they humiliated them. That's why they are getting the influence, or the people ready to accept the rule of Mughals. And in table 1 we can see again Aurangzeb insulted Shivaji first time and accepted Mughal when he came to accept Mughal authority. When he came by himself to join with Mughals, that time he insulted him, and afterwards he went and made army, and he defeating the Mughals also. Then by this today we are stopping the lesson. The next part we will study in next day. Thank you. Have a nice day.